Hey there folks, it is Rob and welcome to a brand new collection video. I'm going to be doing a lot of horror collection videos where I show every single movie within a series, but I'm also going to be doing non-horror ones, and that's what today's video is. We're going to be talking about the Fast and the Furious franchise. I'm going to show you my entire Fast and the Furious movie collection. I own every single one of them on Blu-ray. And yeah, so really excited to show you this. Hope you enjoy it. But again, I will be out with more horror collection stuff. So let's get started here. First up, we have the movie that started it all, and that is The Fast and the Furious. This is the 20th anniversary edition Blu-ray Steelbook. Really, really awesome Steelbook, guys. I love it. This is the movie that's more about racing than anything. Remember that? Remember when Fast and the Furious used to be about racing? But yeah. So next up, we have Too Fast, Too Furious with Paul Walker and Tyrese and Eva Mendes. This one, a lot of people don't really care for, but I actually like it. There's a lot of racing involved and stuff, but yeah. Then, third movie, we have The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, which is one of my personal favorites, guys. This movie introduces drifting, and it takes place in Tokyo, and there's a lot of racing going on, and it introduces a new character, which I like, something fresh. I've always been into this movie. It's got a really cool race at the end of the movie where they race down a mountain. Really cool, guys. I love this movie. Then we got the fourth movie right here, and it's just Fast and Furious. They took the out. But here we get back to the original characters that we all know and love. Then we get to most people's favorite, and that is Fast 5, which introduces The Rock. This is a very, very good movie, but this is the movie that kind of made it to where it's not really about racing anymore. It's about heists and, crime, and that's what it's about mostly. Over the top stuff, but it's fun. Then we have Fast and Furious 6. Notice how they're starting with the numbers now, because Fast and Furious 4, the fourth movie, was just called Fast and Furious, and then Fast 5. So now we're getting into Fast and Furious 6, which was also really good. Over the top, but these movies are just fun when they're over the top. Just turn your brain off and then just go with it. Here we have the seventh movie, Furious 7. This is the movie where Paul Walker actually didn't get to finish because he passed away, and they used his brother for certain shots. I felt like they maybe needed to just end it here because Paul Walker was such a pivotal, he had a pivotal role in this series. And the way they ended this movie, it was like a goodbye, to Paul Walker. And I felt like maybe it should have just been left alone there. But these movies make money, and, they're not going to stop making them. So, yeah, but I really like this movie. I always tear up at the end. So then we have the eighth movie, and that is The Fate of the Furious, or F8. Yeah, it's this one. Here's the thing. I actually like Vin Diesel's performance in this movie. His performance is really good. His acting. He gets very emotional, because he doesn't really do much in the other movies other than act like the tough guy. But in this one, he's, because there's like a child that's involved. That's all I'm going to say. and you can just tell, like, he does a great job in this film. He really does. He's like the highlight. All right, so then we have F9, the Fast Saga. F9. This movie was a mess, honestly. Every movie before this is probably better. It was a mess. There's some fun parts, but it's just, Han is back, and yeah, it's a complete disaster. But whatever. You have John Cena, right? How can you go wrong? Then we have Fast X, or Fast 10, with Jason Momoa. Now, I actually enjoyed this one. I thought this one was actually a lot of fun. It was better than F9. And I know they're doing, I think, maybe a couple more or one more. I'm not really sure. But, yeah, this one was a lot of fun. Jason Momoa was funny as hell. You butthole. Yeah. And then we have the spin-off, which is Hobbs and Shaw. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. So yeah, The Rock and Jason Statham basically have their own movie within the Fast and the Furious franchise, which I thought was really unnecessary. This movie is more over the top than any of the Fast and the Furious movies. I mean, I'm not even kidding. It's so over the top because you got Idris Elba, who's basically like Superman. And Rock pulling like a helicopter. This movie is just, it didn't need to be made. Okay, you didn't need to show Hobbs' strength because we see his strength throughout the other movies. It's just unnecessary. That's just my opinion. There's some cool moments and action, but it's nothing we haven't seen again in these other films. So yeah, guys, that's it. That is my Fast and Furious movie collection, all on Blu-ray. So let me know what you think of the Fast and the Furious franchise. Again, there's a lot of good. I think I like most of them. I would say 90% of them I like. I might even do a ranking of them, and just to show you guys what my favorite is and whatnot. So yeah, thanks for watching this. I'll be back with more videos. Rob signing off. See you guys in the next one.